let's talk about something very near and dear to my heart. Let's talk about the way the mayor and council railroaded a businessman out of Esquimalt. Let's talk about the bong store and the money marts. They put a new bylaw together to punish these types of businesses so they wouldn't exist in Esquimalt. Okay. So Tim Morrison started this fight with the bong store with Megan Bram. And they ended up getting this guy so much publicity that he couldn't afford it to be on the Colbert Report. He couldn't have afforded to be on the Howard Stern show. He could not have afforded all the pictures in the Times Colonist and the Victoria News. Tim Morrison and Megan Bram created this bylaw to get rid of the bong stores, to get rid of the money marts. Well, quite frankly, the money marts make so much money, 100 or 2,000 isn't going to really matter too much to them. But for the independent business person that has like a bong store, yeah, you're probably going to force him out of the area. And that's exactly what they did. But Tim Morrison stated in the Victorian News that he was for the decriminalization of marijuana, but he's not for a bong store in his area. So where are you on this? The Charter of Rights and Freedoms are very clear. You're not supposed to punish people that are not doing anything illegal with a discriminatory law. He had the right to be in Esquimalt. If you don't use a bong, if you don't go into a bong store, you wouldn't know it was even there. You walk right by it. Now, if he has a mascot, it's shaped like a bong waving at people. Well, lots of people came into Esquimalt to say hi to Bongy. I had to give him directions. They didn't hate the mascot. They liked the mascot, especially the girls. Anyway, point being is they created a law, a bylaw, that infringed upon this individual's rights. And they bullied him out of town. And they're doing it again to another fellow at, I think, a place called Higher Levels. And he sells bongs and e-cigarettes. And they're punishing him because he's too close to a school with a penalty of $10,000 a day. Why? What if Justin Trudeau makes marijuana legal? What if Tim has his way and it becomes legal? Are we not going to sell bongs in Esquimalt? Are we going to force them to go to Saanich and a business in Saanich or a business in Colwood? What about money marts? Are we going to make Visa or MasterCard illegal because the percentages that they pay at Money Mart are the same percentages people pay for their groceries so that they can get frequent flyer points? Are we going to say, well, I'm sorry, but you can't use your MasterCard or Visa in a store in Esquimalt because they charge 28, 29%? Double standard. Should have never happened. And Josh Steffler, he went in dressed as a mascot and he fought against the mascot bylaw. He took time out of his day to stand up for something that was inherently wrong. And he won one part of the battle.
Mascot head off so that we can see who's speaking to us.
Hello, my name is Josh Steffler.
Josh, can you take the mask off,
Do you really
please?
need me to take the mask off?
Yes, I do.
So,
Please, Josh.
I'll do it under duress. I find it kind of funny that you guys are all wearing anti-bullying suits up there, and yet you're trying to pass bylaws that are completely against freedom, freedom of choice, freedom of expression. I am saddened to see so many closed businesses in Esquimalt and so many lost economic opportunities. And I'm here to talk about the mascot bylaw. You guys, I feel, used bylaws to bully one member of our community out, the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. And I notice in the memo of the bylaw that you guys brought that forward and looked at it. Did you not look at the bylaw? There are things in Canada. This is Canada. We have fundamental rights. We have the freedom of expression. We have the freedom of life, liberty, and security of the person. We have freedom of speech. Nowhere in there did I find anything that gives municipal councils the right to dictate what I wear.
And he won one part of the battle, but the other part is still in this bylaw. It has to be removed, it has to be taken off the books. So I checked into the history of Esquimalt councils to see if they'd infringed upon other business people's rights in the past, and I found a huge violation, and one that actually affected me if they caught me. It was the barber bylaw of 1946 that stated quite clearly that a barber shop cannot close early. 1946, it was repealed by Mayor Rice in 2002. That had some shelf life, folks. And I opened my business here in 1999, and I know for a fact I closed early. So I'm guilty of breaking that bylaw, and I want a ticket, damn it. Send your ticket to 829 Admirals Road, Floyd's Hairstyling for Men, Unit D, V9A 2P1. Do it now.